Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very meaningful, very personal charity stream. As some of you guys may know, our editor, Ursa, has recently come into some medical debt. And we love this guy so much. He does so much work for us. It's incredible, and we want to help out as much as we can. So, we have 2 days full of bear themed roleplay for you guys uh, starting off with Honey Heist. John, go ahead, take it away.
Yes, Honey Heist. Okay, I am John. I am your bear master for not the day, but for this next block. So Honey Heist, for those that don't know, is a one-page RPG created by a guy named Grant Howitt. Very excellent guy. Makes a lot of one-page RPGs, all very fun. Highly recommend. But so our players here will be running in the roles of bears. The entire point of the game is there is a vault of honey somewhere, and they're going to try and steal it. So that being said, anyone wants to do introductions here? Awkward silence means no. Okay, we're getting right into it. All right. So we start our wonderful adventure in the capital city of the High Bear Nation, Berlin. We close in on a large government-looking building, nestled out in the woods. Black mirrored window-like, mirror-like windows. I can speak today. That's great. And inside, there are a bunch of bears running around doing their business. Some are in the cafeteria, eating down honey. We have some in what they dubbed the danger room, practicing with new spy gadgets. We have the barracks where some are just hanging out, taking naps, playing games. Our four wonderful agents all receive a beep on their paw pads. It has a single message. The director's room. So if all of our bears would like to make their way through the building and meet up at the front of the director's room, we'll introduce everyone. Puffs, what are you doing right now?
So, what I was doing when I got the announcement is I was actually scrounging around in the cafeteria, trying to see if anyone left any cups of pudding or any pudding left in their cups. And when I got that message, I just started lumbering my way up to the director's room.
Excellent. All right, Xtina, what are you doing right now?
I think that I am currently climbing something that is potentially climbable. It's unclear whether it's actually meant to be actually climbed. And so the beeping, and I'm probably halfway upside down, I'm begrudgingly climbs to the director's room. Again, unclear that it should be climbable to the director's room, but that's how I'm getting there.
Excellent. Rye, what are you doing right now?
I guess I would also be climbing something that is questionably climbable and trying to find a nice place to settle and take a nap, but then all of a sudden my paw pad goes off and
Right. I think Rye cut out a little bit there, but I got the gist of what she was saying. I got you. Yeah, so you're making your way up there now. Vivicakes, what are you up to?
I'm definitely lost in a dream, and I'm chasing this bee, and I'm trying to get the honey, but every time I get close enough to grab it, it just makes this loud noise, and I try to swipe it out of the way to catch it, And then eventually, I slam my wrist into the wall and snap up and awake, and the bee is, of course, not there. And then I look down at my wrist and realize my dream was ruined. And in a huff, head up to the director's office.
Excellent. Everyone is doing appropriately bear-like things. So everyone meets up at the director's room. You all walk in together, and sitting there behind a desk, he swivels around in his big chair, and you see Bear Grylls, the acting director of the Ferocious Bear Investigators, the FBI. He looks to you all and says, "Agents, I don't need to remind you of our most heinous offender who we've been hunting for months. Mafia has been highly active. They have been scheming and plotting, and thanks to Agent Molar Bear, we finally have some details. Vinny the Pooh, the head of the Mafia, has plans on hitting the polar snowbank. Now, Molar Bear's handler, Peter Panda, didn't have a whole lot of information for us. What we do know is there is a synthetic honey formula that's being kept under guard there. If Vinny the Pooh were to get his hands on this formula, it would be disastrous. The honey market flooded with this cheap knockoff honey. People probably addicted to all the weird chemicals in it. Mass hysteria. That's why I've called you all here. I need the best of the best of the best. And I need my best agents. So, I've assigned you all your roles for this mission. And at that point, your paw pads all beep. And you look down, and it has your role flash across your wrist. So I will now have you all roll for your roles. So, Xtina, let's start with you.
Let's see. 4. So I think that means I'm the hacker.
Yes, the hacker. All right. Rye, now it's your turn.
Give me a moment.
Also, I realized that grizzly bears are technically not supposed to climb based off of this, so while I climbed wherever I was going, it was bad and loud and destroyed a lot of things.
Yes, grizzly bears are not known for their climbing
Yeah,
skills.
I'm the climber. I'm the black bear.
You know, the last time I told a grizzly
Anyway, I
bear
rolled
what
a
it can't
4.
do, didn't work.
You also rolled a 4?
Yes, I also rolled the 4.
So I'll leave it to you. If you want to be a second hacker, you can be, or you can re-roll.
Oops, hang on. Get rid of that. Let's reroll. How about a 3?
3, you are the driver.
Okay then.
All right, Vivicakes, what do you got?
All right. I got a 5.
You are the thief. And then Puffs.
All right. I am the Bryans. I got a 2.
Yes, we have excellent brains. Big brains. So you'll see your assigned roles. And Bear Grylls says, "Agents, I know you'll do what you can. Please, do not fail." He informs you all that Molar Bear's handler, Peter Panda, will be down in the main part of Berlin at the Drizzly Bear Cafe. He will give you your briefing on the situation there. You all are to make your way down to the main city, infiltrate the Drizzly Bear Cafe, and meet up with Peter Panda. He informs you all that you all will know Peter Panda because he will order a blueberry pie at exactly noon. It gives you all roughly an hour to get in and get out. So he sends you all on your way. You all make your way out of the main headquarters, and you have the path before you leading you down into the city. So small note, Berlin may be the capital of the High Bear Nation, but it's also a human city, which means there are humans in town. So how are you all going to get there without causing mass hysteria?
Hmm.
Well, we do have a
We
drive.
have to wear hats in order to blend in, right?
I think disguise sounds good.
Grab some disguises before we completely head out.
Sorry, so y'all want to go and try and find some hats?
It's hat time.
Okay. So, you all know that there is the special Bear Ops Center in Bear Quarters. So you all make your way down. And you see there the head of Bear Technology, Pierogi Bear. Pierogi turns around and says, "Oh, hello. I was not aware you all would be stopping by. Do you all have a mission or something?"
Heist of sorts.
I'm assuming you're here for disguises.
Yes. Very much so. Thank you.
Indeed.
A
Well.
vehicle too would be nice.
He kind of looks over to the smoking remains of what you can only assume used to be a car. That one's a little bit more difficult. Turns out honey power, not what it used to be.
Hmm.
But I have been working on something very exciting in the realms of disguises. And he turns around, and there's a large chamber before you, like a glass capsule. Looks big enough to house a bear. And next to it, there's a computer. You know, with a big screen, flashing lights. And he says, "This is a revolutionary new device I've been working on. It'll make you look exactly like a human. Our scientists have confirmed it. It's been research proven. Not field tested, but, you know, in theory. So yeah, step on in."
We're on the cutting edge.
Looks like we're gonna be the field test then.
So he gestures
Yeah.
you all to step in one by one. He punches some buttons, and each of you have a hat deposited on your heads. So we'll go ahead and roll for hats now. We'll start with Puffs this time.
Right. What does a 3 get me?
A 3 gets you a bowler hat.
Ah, baller. I got a bowler.
All right, Vivi, what do you get?
Number 6.
You have a fez.
Classic.
Right, it's your turn to step in.
We're rolling a d8 for this, right?
Yes, it is a D8.
Well, I just rolled an 8.
So you get to roll twice and wear 2 hats.
Hooray!
Both the power.
Well, my second roll was a 5.
All right, so that is a cowboy hat.
And so I roll again?
Yes, you roll again.
Okay. And the second one is a 3.
Okay, so whenever you step in, Pierogi Bear kind of accidentally kind of heavy paws the keys a little bit. And you have a cowboy hat deposited on your head, and then immediately after the machine smacks back down, and there's a bowler hat stamped on top of the cowboy hat. So like the little part up here for like a cowboy hat has a bowler hat.
So basically, I'm Doug Dimmadome with a extra hat on my head.
Yes, exactly.
It looks like a pagoda.
It's not an attractive look, but it sure is a hat.
Okay.
All right, Xtina.
Fantastic
What do you
hat.
got?
I got a 1, so.
You have a Trilly.
Ooh.
Excellent. We have the fedora. Couldn't have it without it. All right. So you all have your hats. Froggy looks at you. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I do apologize about the mix-up on the machine. Still relatively new technology. So there is that. But you know what? You have a hat. So that's what's important. We do have some other kind of exciting gadgets, but those are being kept in our research facility on the edge of town. My assistant, Zuzu, is out there. So if you would like to make your way out there and meet him, I'm sure he'd be more than happy to give you a couple of experimental gadgets, see if that can help you on your way.
What kind of experimental gadgets?
The fun spy kind, exactly what you're thinking, probably.
Oh, good.
All
We're
right,
leaving the
then
room. Oh, sorry.
I was going to just say, all right, then I suppose we should just start lumbering our way over there.
Lumber.
We're leaving the room. Can I root around and see if I can find like a cane and monocle to go with my bowler hat?
Sure. We'll have you roll. It's searching, so I guess roll bear.
Let's say 6.
Okay, so you do not find. Hold on, sorry, I have to remember if it's over or under.
Yeah, I don't know if high numbers
Equal
are
or
good
under
or
the
bad.
relevant stat. Equal or under the relevant stat, you succeed. So it's over. So you fail. You do not find anything. You kind of sit there and root around, and you just get kind of generally frustrated at the whole situation. Feel like you kind of wasted your time, so you wander off. You will move a point from criminal into bear.
All right.
So for everyone who doesn't know, the bears have 2 stats: criminal and bear. They start with 3 points in each. Anytime the plan's going off without a hitch, going well, they can move a point from bear into criminal. If it happens like Puffs just did, doesn't really work out, they get frustrated, they move a point from criminal into bear. There are ways to voluntarily move stats, because if a bear goes full bear, they get feral, animal control is called, ends the game. If a bear goes full criminal, they go criminal, betray the party, end the game. So, there are ways to voluntarily move stats, but we'll get into that later. Alright, so you all make your way outside of the building, and you all have the path before you leading you down to the main part of Berlin. So you all are walking down to Berlin, I'm assuming?
Move on.
Okay. So you all make your way down the path, get towards the outskirts of the city. The Drizzly Bear is a very well-known location. You all probably have been there before for other various briefings. The problem becomes getting through all of the humans that are around. It is the annual Honey Festival, so the streets are packed and crowded with various stalls and vendors. So if you all, how would you all like to try and proceed your way through the city here?
Gonna have to use one of the grizzly's greatest skills. Walking on 2 legs.
Yeah, so I was actually thinking that at least for my grizzly, similar to what Paul was suggesting, had this idea of walking up and occasionally tipping the trilby, and like bear growling out of my lady.
My lord. Yep. Okay.
And just occasionally walking.
All right.
Nothing to see here.
Mine's right there. Full, like, Hanna-Barbera, like, weird, repeating animation walk. The same guy passes by 15 times.
Foster, are you guys going to follow them, or what are you doing?
You said it's a festival, right?
It is, yes, it's the local honey festival. So every year, the town of Berlin has a honey festival. a bunch of local farmers come in, sell their wares. There's a honey competition. See who has the best honey. Someone is crowned Miss Sweet. It's an annual pageant they have there every year. It's a good time. There are rides, free samples.
All right. Well, I'm gonna disguise myself by leaning into what I really am, and I'm going to acquire some quality named cola from a red brand that is known for using polar bears. And I'm going to act as if I'm one of those barkers at a festival, and I'm going to just be handing out Coke to people.
Oh yes, Barracola. Yes,
Yep. The new honey flavor for the festival.
that's right.
Amazing.
Limited edition.
Ooh.
Oh.
RC Cola. Yes, no, that's right. The proper choice. Yes.
I
Okay.
grew up
Well,
in
I
RC.
mean-
that was my choice normally.
If it's a honey festival, then surely we've got some people cosplaying as a bear, right? So
I
I'm
like
just
this
going
line of
to.
thought.
I'm just going to continue being myself and have people assume that I'm just in a very realistic bear costume for the festival.
Excellent. Okay. So we have two bears up on their hind legs trying to walk around. One is tipping their hat and growling out "Milady." We have a polar bear running around trying to hand out soda. And then we just have a bear. Excellent. So I'm going to have all of you roll criminal to try and blend in.
D6.
Got a 2.
D6.
I also
yes.
got a 2.
Grizzly gang doing
I
it.
also got a 2.
Well, I got a 4. It's not going well over here.
Oh, poor Puff. So,
My dice heard that we're supposed to roll high all their lives, and now they're confused.
right. So, it looks like it's going pretty well. Maybe and Xtina are kind of walking down, doing their weird little bear lumber. She's occasionally doing the tip of the hat and people are just kind of looking, huh? Oh, okay. One guy leans over to his wife. I didn't know there were going to be furries here, right? Hush, it's fine. Walk. So they go walking off. And all the rest of the bears make their way down the street. Ryan's walking her way down. I'm just like, I guess there are bears for the festival.
And
I don't know. And dogs. Yeah, there are plenty of dogs there.
I should have gone dressed up as a dog.
That would have solved it.
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
perfect disguise right there. Wasted.
Just some spots. Go Dalmatian.
That would have been really good, actually. Oh, well, then we have Puffs. It looked like it was kind of going well. You know, no one was really paying much attention when he was just kind of walking around with the sodas. And then they start trying to hand them to people, and everyone sees the very real bear claws. It's like, oh my god, it's a bear! Oh god! Everyone starts running out, like screaming. Someone call animal control! So the streets are clearing out as everyone's running around, and you all have roughly about 30 minutes to either hide, get to where you're going, or have animal control on you.
Is that another point from criminal to bear? because
That
of
will
the
be a
failure?
point from criminal to bear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we are not looking good right now.
So that puts you at
5 to 1.
5 and 1. Okay.
Ooh,
So,
that's
Now's
bad.
a good time to introduce how we move points. So if you all would like, you all can take a little bit of time, have a flashback sequence where you all are planning your entrance into the city, and then that would allow everyone who wants to voluntarily move a point from bear to criminal. Conversely, if you all find some honey, and you all are feeling a little too bear-like, a little feral, or a little too criminal, I mean, you can eat some honey, and that'll move a point from criminal to bear. Now, And it does have to be a considerable amount of honey, not just like one of those little free samples.
Oh.
All the free samples.
Like 4 or 5 of them will get you a point. So if that's a flashback wants to happen, all you have to do is just tell me. We'll take the flashback. For now, though, the fuzz is onto you. They're on their way. What are you all doing?
For those of us who succeeded, do we go put a point toward criminal?
Yes, you all may move a point into criminal.
Okay then. All right. So, well, first things first, we need to get out of the street where all this fuss has taken place and just get out of the way of the people who saw the actual real bear.
Yes, so the entire festival is on high alert now, knowing that there is a bear running around. It's a little weird because it's a polar bear. No one really expected a polar bear to be there. I think it might have just gotten out of the local zoo or something.
Definitely need to make our way out quickly. Is there
Yes.
like a booth that has like a huge cloth on it?
Most of the booths that you can see lining around the streets, they're kind of exactly what you would think of for like a homemade lemonade stand. Just kind of like a couple of wooden planks with like a counter and a big like sign up that says honey. They have tablecloths and jars of honey
Right.
laying out for people to buy.
100%. Gonna go up to one of the tablecloths and just try to pull the thing without knocking everything over.
Roll criminal.
Yeah, I'm being sophisticated here.
Yeah, not really.
That is a
like
2. That is under.
So you succeed successfully in doing your little magic trick. You're like, hey guys, watch this shit. Run up, grab the edge of the tablecloth, and just whoosh.
And then I'm gonna throw
And
it
all the
over
honey
the polar
jars are
bear.
still sitting on the counter.
Throw it over the polar bear. Definitely. We gotta
Are you
go.
trying? Are you trying to like completely cover him, or are you trying to like?
I'm taking my claw and I'm making 2 little eye holes. And I throw it
Ghost?
Okay, so you're
Basically,
making
Charlie
them look,
Brown ghost kind of deal.
you're making them look like a traditional Halloween ghost, but with like a red and white checkered tablecloth. Okay.
And then I just lean back towards the booth and just like 3 jars of honey under my arm.
Okay. So you have 3 hits of honey. You can mark that down.
Okay.
Ghost of a lumberjack, exactly, Paul. Thank you. By the way, quick shout out. We are already at $200 of the $500 goal. So thank you so much for everyone who's donating. You're being very generous with your time and your money. Okay, so we have the lumberjack ghost of the polar bear.
They'll never suspect a thing.
Amazing.
So, you don't know exactly if that's going to work or not, but you have a feeling you're going to find out pretty soon, because you will have about 15 minutes left to either get to the bar or get out of town. So, are you all want to head towards your designated meeting spot? Because at this point, you have roughly about the same amount of time, 15 minutes to get there, where Peter Panda's going to make his mark.
Gonna have to beeline.
How much time do we know? So it's going to take us about 15 minutes to get there, you said?
It'll take you about 10 minutes to get there, roughly.
In the 5 minutes, is it possible that on top of the checkered polar bear distraction, I can try some hacking and hack at one of the signs so it falls down and causes a distraction so people aren't going to look at us?
This is a good interpretation of how you are a hacker. I will allow it.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll bear with advantage because you're doing your roll.
Okay. I got a 5 and a 2.
Okay, so you should still be under your bear, so I believe that succeeds, right?
Mm.
So yeah, you run at it, you knock at one of the signs, and it clatters off in the street. Looks like it might actually work as a kind of barricade, not let people get through that area. Time will tell.
A barricade.
A barricade, yes, thank you. My bear puns are in high gear. It's great.
Amazing.
So you can move a point from criminal into bear for doing a successful bear thing.
The humor has a high barrier for entry.
True. So you all make your way to the Drizzly Bear Cafe and Bar. And there is a bouncer standing outside the front door. You see a alley around towards the back. And there's the bouncer at the front door. So you kind of get the impression there are two ways in. However you all want to take a crack at this.
Is the bouncer just a regular old person?
Yeah, it's a guy.
Oh.
You get the impression that this is normally a human hangout, and you all occasionally use it for actual bear. Yes, Tony the Tiger.
Mm.
That's his nickname.
I think I have an idea. So, if you'd allow me to exposit this idea by doing a flashback.
Yes, absolutely. We can do a flashback.
So, remembering the amazing magic trick of pulling the tablecloth off of the table, it reminds me of one of my other missions I had to do back in Las Vegas, where I was infiltrating the Bearman Group, a very famous trio of musicians / entertainers.
Very famous.
Yes.
Our
Very,
sleeper.
very famous.
Yes. And what they're known for is using household objects in amazing different ways. And they had this vanishing act where they did a whole bunch of smoke, and as soon as they hit one of the pipes, all the smoke launched up, and then they weren't on stage anymore. Well, I don't know how to make smoke, but what I do know is my breath smells amazing, and I have a bunch of Coke. So what I'm going to do is put these Mentos in the Coke, and I want to make it like a Mento geyser, and while the bouncer is distracted, we can all slip inside.
Okay. So for the flashback, you may move a point from criminal back into bear. Or bear into criminal, I mean. And you will be rolling criminal for this idea. See if it works or not.
Does that count as being the brains? They came up with a plan.
You know what? That's a pretty brainy idea. So yeah, I'll let you have advantage on that.
I rolled a 1 and a 2. There we go, guys. Good
there
job.
you go.
Nice.
Now we're doing things. Okay. So you successfully set up your little jury-rigged Coke bomb, and blows the top off. And it's like, hey, well, man, what's that? What's that? And goes running off. You will move a point from bear into criminal again.
Ooh, back to 3-3.
So the
Very
front door is
close
wide
to
open.
capping out criminal.
Ugh.
Gonna have to lumber inside.
If you're close to capping out, you would do honey for bear into criminal, or the flashbacks for criminal into bear. Or wait, no,
Hey,
other way
give me
around.
some of
Flip,
that
flap,
honey
reverse it.
you heisted earlier.
Yeah, as soon as you even ask, there's just like in the two claws, just like, you need this. Right next to you. You turn to ask for it, it's already there.
You're feeling a little edgy, feeling
Grab
a little.
the honey and slurp.
Yeah.
Slurp. Slurp.
As the thief, I know when someone's losing their cool.
Yeah. Feel a little edgy, feel like you're starting to go a little crazy with the power. You take some honey, move from criminal into bear. Feeling a little feral, take a flashback, then you move from
Little
bear into
barrel.
criminal. Yeah. If it's just being unbearable.
You're not you when you're
Okay.
hungry.
Yeah, you're not you when you're hungry. So everyone makes their way into the bar. Everyone kind of turns and stares at you all, but shrug it off because even though it is pretty much noon, it is festival day, so everyone is already a little overserved on the specialty honey cocktails.
Ooh.
Meat is strong today.
Meat is very strong today. So there are a few booths off to the side. There are the typical like bar chairs along the edge of the bar. You see the entrance to a back room, and you just all the various bar patrons sitting there mingling, talking, drinking. You all look at the clock on the wall, and it means nothing because you're bears. You don't know how to tell time. So, you do hear a voice from the end of the bar. Can I have a blueberry pie, please?
Our man, bear, thing.
Panda.
So what are y'all doing?
Probably take the closest booth to the individual.
Okay.
Just a bunch of bears just shove into a booth as best we can, despite our.
Yeah, so it's definitely a tight fit, especially since two of you are full-grown grizzly bears. And there's a polar bear
I'm
as
a
well.
black bear.
Yeah.
The table cracks just a little. It's just.
If we kept the tablecloth, I could be the table, and you guys could fake stand around me.
Oh. So
Just wait, no. Like you just lean over. There's a tablecloth, bear table, and then there's two mean-mugging grizzly bears standing there, like arms crossed, kind of like occasionally looking over at this dude. And then there's a black bear just sipping on some honey.
The jar's just like in the lips, and you just see the tongue.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. What imagery.
When we move to the table, though, I'm going to, as a thief, very subtly just elbow our contact.
yes, Paul, that's the entire idea behind them wearing hats. It's just very obviously a bear.
Did you just lift his wallet?
No,
Oh, that's normally why you elbow them.
I'm going to turn around and do that, though, at the suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the sleight of hand, is you make them
geez.
feel something in one place so they don't realize that you're lifting their wallet.
So you're trying to lift your contact's wallet. Go on ahead and roll criminal with advantage since you are the thief.
I am the thief. We have double ones.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
A
So,
whisper
you
on
go-
the wind.
You go to lift his wallet, but he's a panda bear, so he doesn't have a wallet. He doesn't have pockets.
And how is he paying for this blueberry pie?
Then I'll go for the wallet,
But,
and he doesn't have pockets, and just the arm slips up under and pulls the fork away from his pie.
Fair. So you move a point from bear into criminal.
That's gonna bring me up to 5. I'm just immediately gonna be like, no, I gotta calm down and eat some honey.
Okay, so you move that point back then.
I'll leave that there.
So we got two
And-
bears munching on honey now.
And I have a fork.
So Peter Panda turns around, and he sees you all. Gives you a nod. Kind of says, "Follow me," and slowly makes his way to the back room.
Did he eat the pie first?
No, the pie's just still sitting on the counter.
Oh, I stole the fork, didn't eat it.
The bartender kind of looks over at you. You're paying his tab.
I put the fork down and walked to the back.
Looks over the 3 remaining. Do I need to call security?
I launch another Mentos Coke bomb and we run.
So you all book it to the back room as the bartender kind of yells.
It's in his forehead.
Peter Panda slams the door behind him. You all don't exactly get the concept of laying low, do you?
I lay on the ground on my belly.
We're trying.
When I'm at my lowest, I'm like 3 feet high, so I don't think that's very low.
Yeah, polar bears are freaking huge.
He just kind of puts his head in his paws.
I think that makes me the smallest of the bears here, so even then, I'm not exactly compact size.
I was about
Yes,
to say,
the black bear would be the significantly smaller bear in this situation.
in the stream, there's a link of a size comparison for everybody.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go.
Sorry, there's no hats for scale. So
There's no hats for scale. It's fine. We can Photoshop them on later.
Amazing.
Would have been a lot easier if we had basketball shorts instead of hats.
would have been great.
Nothing is stopping you
Should
from
have
trying to
thought of
find a
that
shop and pick some
sooner.
up.
It's fair. Go full LeBaron James.
Well, anyway, we have a contact, don't we?
Yes, Peter Pan is sitting there. She shakes his head. I'm assuming you're the agents that Bear Grylls told me about.
So you've heard of us.
Hmm.
He just kind of turns around and ignores that. So, Molar Bear has given me some details on the bank, what he's heard from the planning meetings with Winnie the Pooh. The Polar Snow Bank is pretty heavily guarded. They do have cameras set up, CCTV. So you're gonna have to be careful about the cameras. The door is guarded by a code. You could not give me the code. You'll have to find that whenever you're in there. Find a way to crack the safe. I'm told there is a laser grid in the main vault guarding the synthetic honey. Also heard mention there is potentially an operative from the Mafia who will be trying to infiltrate around the same time you'll be there. You need to be extra vigilant and make sure that absolutely no one knows you're there. If they find out that you're there, all hell will break loose.
Said than done.
Y'all are supposed to be the best. Prove it.
Can I just like lean into a pose?
I'll meet you.
Pierogi Bear's
I don't
already
know
been in
how well my
contact with me.
poses are coming up.
Oh. He looks at you all like you all are just being mildly ridiculous. When's Jeffrey? So we are raising money for one of the editors of Barter Cafe. Ursa has run into some unfortunate medical expenses in his family. So we are raising money to help them out. So Peter Panda looks at you all. You're just completely exasperated. Pierogi Bear's right in contact with me. Zuzu's at the edge of the city in our FBI investigative lab. He has gadgets for you. Just go. He shows you all that there is the back exit that led out into the alleyway you all saw earlier.
get a move on.
Yep.
We
We've got
certainly
the-
are going back the way we came after.
So at this point, you'll make your way out, and you hear sirens going off. We have you see lights running up and down the street, and there are animal control agents everywhere.
Mm.
You will come out into a back parking lot. There are a couple of vehicles parked there, and you can see and hear all of the animal control agents yelling, "Go find the bears! You gotta find the bears!"
We're gonna need a lot more tablecloths.
Or a bigger geyser. Are there any fire hydrants around?
You can look around and see they're out on the main street where all the animal control agents are.
Shame.
What about one of the cars?
Yeah, there's cars here.
Car thief?
There are cars parked along the parking lot. There's a van. There is a little like convertible looking car, and there's a moped.
Somebody
Bear
good
on
at
a
driving?
moped.
That would be me. I'm the driver.
We've got a
Logic.
thief, we've got a driver. We've got two
Lo-
people that can sit in the back.
Logic says the van. Everything else screams moped or convertible.
We can fit as many bears as we want in the back of the van.
Is it a 4-seat convertible or is it a 2-seat convertible?
It is definitely a 2-seat, so you'll all be hanging on for dear life.
You go half and half.
I feel like stealing 2 cars is more notorious than 1, though.
It's fair. I'm definitely going to let common sense reign. My character's going to head over to the van, to the door. Is it locked?
It is locked, yes.
All right.
But you can see there are keys on the seat.
I'm going to look at everybody.
Wait, they locked their keys in?
I'm going to tell them
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. They're going to have to call locksmith.
a situation like this requires finesse. And I'm going to slam my arm through the handle and open it from the inside.
I'm so glad you went that way.
Just straight through the door.
So you're just gonna like smash your like paw like through the window.
No,
No,
the
no.
door.
Through the door.
You have to go in
Door,
through the handle.
okay.
This is common sense.
Yeah,
Straight
bear
through where the
lockpicking.
handle is, and then you just see the claw and
Bear hacking and bear lockpicking obviously involves being a bear.
this is finesse. I'm a skilled individual. I was put on this mission for a reason.
And in terms of bear driving, see, guys, I
They'll be
Exactly, have
listening.
as
for
much dexterity with my
Waiting for
dexterity for my foot control exactly as great as a human, so I just or
Okay.
it. And we
They're going to be listening for the sound of
Zoom
broken
it off
glass.
to
I'm doing the smart
who
thing.
knows where now.
Viv, I'm gonna need you to roll. I need you to roll criminal because you're trying to break into a car.
Sure. That is tied with my criminal score.
It technically works. So somehow miraculously you don't just tear the door off its hinges and render it completely unusable, and manage to get into the car.
I just look over with my arm in the door, and as the lock pops, finesse.
Amazing.
Toss the keys to our driver.
Alright then, let's floor this thing, because I don't know how to do anything else except just stamp my foot down and go.
There is go and stop, and the stop is kind of concerning.
Stop
was
is
waiting
run
for
into a
Bear.
building.
So
Just waiting for bear driving to be Fred Flintstone. You just stomp out the bottom.
Viv, you're
Oh
gonna
my
move a point from
gosh!
Viv, you're going to move a point from Baron to criminal.
Okay, that puts me up at 5. From bear to criminal?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so.
You had a successful bear or criminal action.
Yep. No, I'm at 5.
And then, Rye, give me criminal with advantage because you are the driver to try and drive your way out of there.
Alright, so that's a 2d6 or
2d6, yeah. Take the lower.
got 6 and 4.
Well, you would take the 4. What's your criminal at? If you were talking just now, it did not come through.
Uh-oh.
2? Are you seeing that right? 2?
4!
Oh, 4. Okay. I apologize. I can't see very well. That's why I have the glasses. Okay, so at 4, so it matches, so you're good. So you'll
Okay.
move a point from Baron to criminal. And you all speed off down the road.
Put me at 5.
And there are now so you all peel out in like a cloud of smoke, very heavy footed or heavy pawed driving from a bear being behind the wheel, but doing surprisingly okay. You're a little all over the road, but you're staying pretty much where you're supposed to be, given your relative understanding
Not running
of how
into
people
any
drive.
buildings.
You're not running over anyone, and you're not running over buildings. So, in a bear's mind, that's pretty successful. All blackbears are 6 feet standing up, so yes, they can see over the dash and reach the pedals.
Yeah, like perfect size.
They're small for bears. They're not small.
I mean, it's taller than I am.
Perfect size to fit in the front seat.
Black bears are 6 feet tall and they stand on their hind legs. They're small bears, but they're still bears. So you're peeling out and driving away, and 3 animal control agents come whipping in behind you. Lights flashing. You hear over the bullhorns, pull over. Roll another criminal with advantage to avoid them and get out of the way. If you would like to, eat some honey first, so that way you don't go full criminal.
I rolled.
I believe there's 1 hit of honey left to all of you.
I'm also at 5 on criminal.
Yeah, y'all are gonna have to find some
Yeah,
honey
I
real
was about
soon.
to say I'm at 5.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you want to very quickly take the last hit of honey to make sure you all don't just completely lose it.
I'm keeping track on that, and as she's driving, just up at her side, on her face, so she keeps her eyes on the road.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay. So I'm assuming you succeed since you're at 5 criminal.
Don't eat honey and drive, people.
Take the honey and run.
No, it's like
Alright, so
it's like
I
you have
rolled-
a passenger sitting there feeding you French fries. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I've done that before, so I know exactly how that works.
So I'm assuming you succeed. So just keep your points where they are since you're taking a hit of honey.
Okay.
And you all go booking off. You all manage to reach the edge of town successfully and safely. And you find the FBI research lab. So you'll walk in, and there is a tiny little bear.
Did we get animal control off our
Yes, you all
figurative
escaped.
tails?
You all escaped. You managed to duck behind an alley. They all went speeding past, and then you drove out behind him and ran off. Very skillful driving on the part of the driver. So you all get to the FBI research lab. Oh, awesome! We're at $270 now for our goal.
Cool.
So great, guys! Thank you so much.
Woo.
We're halfway there.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
Living on a bear.
There.
Oh, but I'm trying to think of like an appropriate bear theme, like
Living
Okay.
as a bear. There we go.
there you go.
Living like a bear.
So you all walk into the building. There's a very tiny little bear there. And he's wearing a very smart little purple tie. Has on a little Fed's hat of his own. And he turns around. Oh, good, you're here. Pierogi told me y'all were coming. I'm Zuzu.
Azuzu.
Where's your honey, Zuzu?
Do you all need some?
Yes.
I just look back at the two of them, looking a little bit more berry than normal. Yes.
Oh, I'm not looking more berry.
Yes, I'm looking a
They're
bit
probably looking real shifty.
unbearable
I
Oh,
got
here.
shifty, yeah.
I need to calm it down.
I need some of that fix.
Yeah.
You got any of that honey?
Come on, man. I know you got it here.
Come on, man.
Come on.
But one more hit. So he points you over to a locker where there are vials of honey. It's super concentrated, so it should help.
All right. Gonna chug some honey.
Oh, okay.
So you all managed to move a point from criminal back into bear. Take the edge off a little bit.
Shove
Anyone who wants to can do that.
the gullet.
So I don't know how Buzz and Christina are looking right now.
We're split pretty even, actually.
Do we still have the sorry. Do we still have the like mason jars that we got the original honey in?
Like the empty jars?
The last of those just got shoved down my gullet during that escape scene.
I wasn't
Okay.
throwing them out the window. I have
yeah,
at least one. I have at least
I
one.
would say you all would have the one from the car, but it's empty.
All right. Can we unempty it here?
I'll throw it over.
This is just kind of my stockpile they gave me to hold on to here. I don't really have any extra honey. But Pierogi did tell me y'all were coming, and I do have some pretty fun gadgets. Pretty fun gadgets ready for you.
What kind of gadgets?
So he walks over to a table, and you all see. Where are my notes? I have them open. You all see.
Quick, while he's showing us, let's go get the honey. No.
Yeah, I was about to say, kind of wink over at Vivi. You still got that jar. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, you see 6 devices laying out on a table. I don't know what you all want, but I laid them all out here for you. Whatever you all think would be helpful. First, we have a pretty exciting device here. We've been working on it for some time, and he holds up a little wrist-mounted grappling device. We call this the bear claw. You can shoot it at a building and help climb up. Sets that down, moves over to the next device, holds it up.
Can it take the weight of a full-grown polar bear?
I mean, we stress tested it pretty extensively.
Were the hats stress
Agent
tested
Baloo.
too? Because I'm questioning these tests now.
Well, we did. It was more of a small scientific survey on the hats and actual testing. But don't worry, these devices have all been thoroughly tested out. Agent Blue's still not quite right after the last bear claw incident, but you know, we sorted out the bugs. Don't worry. He holds up a.
Put that back on the table.
He holds up the next device. You see a what kind of looks like a water gun, but not really. It's got like a cylindrical, rounded off tank attached to a metal frame, and there's a small. It's got like a nozzle running from the tank. There's a small flame flickering at the end of the device. We call this the hibernation breath.
Not a Splatoon, basically.
This is a tactical flamethrower.
Wait, I'm sorry. Was it called the hibernation ray? Is that what you
Hibernation
said?
breath.
Hibernation breath.
And you know, the worst thing, you wake up after your hibernation, and, whoa. That breath you've been storing for 6 months is making peel paint, so why not?
This will peel more than paint.
He explains it is a tactical flamethrower. It has enough juice for exactly one use. Picks up the next device that we have, and it is called the Hide and Seek. He explains it is a special clip that they developed specifically for like camera systems. If you are able to get access to the main hub, you can implant it, and it will loop the past 24 hours of footage. Up next is the Forager. It is a special honey sensing device that works essentially like a little radar, and it'll ping the location of honey in the area for you, if there is any. There is also the Bear Arm. Looks like a little backpack, but he demonstrates it, puts it on his back, and a robotic arm reaches out of the back and waves at you all. So there's a little robotic arm that can help.
Why not call it the Bear Claw?
There already is the Bear Claw. That's the grappling gun.
Be redundant.
But it's a little robotic arm that can help reach things that are mildly out of reach. It doesn't have a very extensive range. But if it's like 2 or 3 feet ahead of you, you can probably grab it. And then he holds up the last device, which looks like a little collar with a voice box. We are particularly excited about this one. It's been in development for a pretty long while here. I gotta queue something up real quick for this. Should have had it pulled up, and I forgot to.
What's the fellow humans box?
We call this the Revolutionary Obfuscating Audio Recorder.
Or ROAR for short?
Or ROAR for short.
Yeah.
And then
Very clever.
1 second, I gotta make sure this is queued up properly.
Very clever.
I'm leaning towards the bear claw.
Okay, thank you for your patience, because this is probably gonna be fucking worth it. Here, let me demonstrate. He tries to say something that just comes out.
Hello there.
It perfectly
Well, thank you.
replicates human speech.
Whoever's got the extra arm needs to respond right now.
And he tries to speak again, and it just does the same thing.
It can only say hello
It
there.
can only say hello there, like Obi-Wan. It's just a recording of Obi-Wan Kenobi saying hello there. That's all it does.
Well, it's better than roar.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, I won it, but I'm gonna take the bear claw.
Perfectly imitating human speech. I was also told you've already seen the emergency honey stores. We're to give you 2 vials each of the emergency honey, just to be 100% safe. Don't want you all losing your minds out there. So each of you can choose one of these
alright.
devices. So you all each have your choice of Paul. Obi-Wan Kenobi's not David Tennant.
What?
Oh, wrong English guy.
Please tell me that was a joke. Oh. Yes. So you each get a good. Okay, thank you. So you each get a
I don't believe you.
next to doubt. You all each get a item. Basically, is the gist of what you all are seeing here. So you have your choice between the bear claw grappling gun. You have the hibernation breath, the little tactical flamethrower. There's also the hide and seek, the little USB thing that'll loop the footage for the cameras. You have the honey radar, the forager, the bear arm, and then the roar. So you each get one item.
I'm going to ask a question to our resident scientist here. Can the grapple gun be reset, or is it one shot?
Honestly, we never really tested it if it could be reset or not. I couldn't promise you. Probably have to
Like
wind
the
it back
old
up.
car windows that you're just like cranking.
Back there.
It's full on like crossbow.
Yeah, no, think of like the old crossbows where they had to mount that giant device on it and crank it back.
Oh
Okay.
no.
With unless anyone has objections, I'm gonna take the bear claw grappling hook.
Okay, so Movie's taking the bear claw.
I'm usually a fan of physical hacking, but I think that the hide and seek USB drive thing will probably be helpful somehow.
Okay, so you'll take the USB. It does look like a little bee. It's cute. Rye, Puffs, what are y'all looking at?
I think that we may or may not be going through our reserves pretty quickly, considering the
So
stuff
each
that's
of
already
you,
happened. So
each
I
of you are
guess I'll
receiving 2
be
vials of
taking.
honey. There's
Yes, and I'm
Yeah.
saying those are probably going to go pretty fast, considering.
Oh, okay. You're gonna take the radar.
So I'll take the honey finder.
Okay. So you have the forager.
Yes.
That leaves Puffs. What are you looking for?
I guess I'm gonna get the hibernation breath.
Okay,
I'm 9 feet tall. If something's out of my reach, it wasn't meant to be.
that's true. So Zuzu gives you all your equipment and signs it out to you properly. You're bears, but you're not uncivilized. There's paperwork. And sets you all up with your emergency honey stashes.
Paperwork just involves like licking a paw and then like going and then like
Yeah,
smacking
it's quite literally just smacking your paw onto a pad of ink and then smacking it onto the paper. So you all have your equipment.
Any chance we can get like radios for each other too?
You all do still have your paw pads.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes, the paw pads, in case people did not pick up on that, are little wrist-mounted communicating devices.
With how big we are, they could actually just be iPads that are mounted to our paws.
They are quite literally the size of like an iPad Mini, except for the BlackBerry one. That one's more like a Apple Watch type size.
Do they have games?
I have an Apple Watch, so perfect.
What's I was gonna say Honey Crush? But I'm like, wait, no, that's a completely different game.
That's not.
That's not that game.
No, no, we don't make that joke.
That's not the right game. I was trying to think of like Candy Crush, but like honey, and I was like, oh, Honey Pop. No,
Nope.
not wrong game.
That's not. Mm-mm.
Pretty sure same company.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Explains so much. Yeah, it has Candy Crush on it. There you go. Straight up Candy Crush.
I will delete the app.
We just get a reskin of Frogger where it's a bear trying to cross everything.
Yeah, there you go. So you have your gadgets, you have your honey, and you now have a van. All that's left is getting into the polar snowbank and lifting this honey.
We have schematics or any way to access them?
You all were not given any. Once you all were inside the bank, potentially you could find some schematics, like just kept on file on the computers, but you all would have to find them.
Load up in the van. And I'm gonna try and
All
equip
right.
the grappling hook like under the wrist pad band.
Like Hidden Blade style?
Yeah, 100%. Like Spider-Man web.
Nice.
Okay. You'll load up in the van. There is still heat in the city, but it has died down considerably to just like localized patrols.
I
So
mean,
y'all could take some time, try and learn patrol routes.
we've
or
got to
you all
wait
can
till
just rush straight
nightfall,
in.
right? Like you never do a big mission during the day.
But if we wait too long, the other side take it.
Yeah, but in 20 years when this gets declassified and they make a movie out of it, think of the cinematography.
Well, you know they're just gonna set it at night anyway.
You mean they don't just like follow along the story word for word? What's the point of writing the book then?
You're the brains, my friend. You should know this.
No, that's a typo. I'm the Bryans.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies, Brian.
Brian the polar bear.
It's all lies. Always has been.
So, you all are going to take a while rest and then go in around nightfall. Okay, we'll say if you're doing that,
Yep.
you have a pretty good
Let's just
idea.
regain our.
Yeah, you'll have a good idea of like what the patrol schedule is. I'll let you all reset points completely, so you all can go back to even. And give me 1 second here.
Help myself to plenty more honey before we go.
Yeah, you'll have time to rest, relax, get some honey, test out your gadgets.
I want to take you at your word for that, but if I test out my gadget, I feel like there's going to be issues.
I mean, yeah, you can't exactly test yours, no. Trying to get something set up here. Give me 1 second. I apologize.
We should try and dress up like people that would be in the Pafia. So if we get caught, or if anyone ever sees us, they'll just make the biased assumption that all bears are the same. And that we're part of that
That's
type.
something you all can set up. Yeah, absolutely. You all have knowledge about the Pafia's workings.
That's fair. What if we found a clothing store on the way to the bank?
Sounds good. We've got a few hours to kill.
Yeah. So you'll have a few hours to kill. You'll have some planning time to do. I think we should just take a quick break here. Bathroom. Get some drinks if we want to. and then we will pick back up with the actual heist.
All right.
Sounds golden.
That's good.
All right, so we'll just take a quick
all right.
break and be right back then.
Yep.
All right, welcome back to Honey Heist, Operation Ursa. Thank y'all so much for everyone who's been donating, checking out the GoFundMe. Also, shout out to Dungeon Glitch, who did all the music for the wait time and breaks. Really awesome stuff. Great. Jumping back into our game here. So the Bears have successfully managed to meet their contact in Peter Panda, get the scoop on the Polar Snowbank and Winnie the Pooh's plans. And they have met up with Zuzu outside of town to get all of their various spy gadgets. Y'all spent some time eating honey, getting right, and planning out your next moves. So as night falls, you all make your way out to the van, and it is time to approach the Polar Snowbank. Are you all going on foot, or are you taking the van?
Well,
I feel
the
like we gotta
van
take
seemed
the
pretty
van, right?
successful last time, so
Definitely start
time to
with the
floor it
van.
again.
All right. So you would make a roll for criminal for driving with advantage.
All right, let me just get my dice up. Ooh.
What'd you roll?
Place your bets now in chat.
Yeah. Success or fail? What'd the ooh mean?
Get a drum roll.
Mine.
You're cutting out real bad, right?
I'm not going through.
It's like really choppy. Like it'll sound like you're starting to talk and then it cuts out.
5.
5. There we go. Okay. So you go to start the van, and so it turns out it's a
5.
stick.
So
Um,
Oh no.
because we reset stats, so 5 would be over. So it turns out it's a stick, and you go to start it, and you hear this horrible grinding, screeching noise, which would be the clutch completely tearing up.
Oh no.
I guess we do have
Uh-oh.
to Fred Flintstone it.
So the van is out of commission now.
I mean, can we though? Can we just like shove
Yeah.
our clawy bare
Yeah.
feet and
Yeah.
drive the car?
I mean, yeah, y'all are welcome to try.
Yeah.
Rye, you would move a point from criminal into bear.
Grizzlies in the back just stomp through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you want to try it, both of you roll me a criminal.
Oh no. It's a 6.
What kind of material is this? It's so much harder than wood.
Okay,
I got a 1.
so Vivi is successful in slamming her feet through and puncturing this car like it's nothing, like it's made of tin foil.
Finesse.
Vivi gets to move a point from bear into criminal. Christina, on the other hand, goes to stomp down, and it hurts. Your ankle's definitely, it's not like sprained or broken, but you definitely jammed it pretty bad. You have to walk it off. You're going to move a point from criminal into bear. So you
It's
have,
definitely a bear cry. There's definitely a rah!
Yeah, just like I'm trying to roar frustration. I'm just like, you good back there? So one bear successfully put their paws through the floor. You could attempt it. Don't know how well it would work out though.
I can take the hit attempting it the second time.
Okay. Roll me criminal then.
All right.
I'm gonna point and be like, not.
I got a 1.
All right. So now
I
Puff.
got more weight behind it.
Now Puff seeing where Christina fails, like, I'm a polar bear. I'm bigger. I got this. It's fine. Just both paws down to the floor. No problem.
And then I move out of the holes to kind of give you back your place.
I'm very indignant, but I accept.
Very indignant.
Very indignant. Very good.
Uh-huh.
So, you have 2 sets of paws through the floor now. You could theoretically Fred Flintstone your way to the bank.
Literally. This has escaped the realm of theory now.
Is this what you all would like to attempt?
It's a living.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Think so.
Okay. I need the driver and the 2 bears who are attempting to be the power for the vehicle to roll me criminal. The driver gets advantage.
Oh, okay. That's a 1.
Okay.
That's 2.
Are you already at like betrayal then?
Great.
I am right on the cusp.
We just reset points.
It doesn't take much.
It doesn't,
I
but
live life on the edge.
Rye, what you get?
Got a 1.
Okay. So everyone succeeds. Everyone moves their point from fair into criminal. We got Vivi right on the cusp of being full criminal. You do have your emergency vials of honey available to you. So you all managed to Fred Flintstone your way to the bank. Looks a little weird, tries a little weird, but it works, it functions. People kind of like watch as you go by because you're going considerably slower than a vehicle normally does. But you know what? 2 bear power, it's like what? 7 horsepower, you're fine. So you all managed to make your way to the bank. So you all pull up. And you see there's a roundabout in front of the bank, kind of like for business, just like people dropping in and out. And the main bank is there. It's a very large marble building, white columns out front. 2 armed guards are at the main entrance. You can see the building stretches out along to the both sides. And there are regular sweeping patrols for guards. You do see several cameras just up in the front of the bank and then running along the side of the building.
You're gonna need to fix the camera problem sooner than later, probably.
Gotta get that out of the way.
And that's what the USB is for, isn't it?
Yeah, we gotta get into that part of the building first, though. Wonder if we could convince the guards that we're there to replace them.
That is certainly an action.
Taking over their shift.
I do have one question.
Yes.
Can I chug a honey after making a near betrayal roll to keep it from going to 6?
You would need to do it before.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. I know that's probably yogurt, but I'm assuming it's like mayonnaise or sour cream, and it just makes
Yeah,
it
no,
so-
that's that. Welcome to the evil bear master. I'm eating mayonnaise straight out of the tub. Now, this is my Greek yogurt because I did not eat before we started this. been up since 9:30 and I have not eaten yet.
Oh.
So I need food.
Feel that though. I'm the same way.
So you all have a couple options there. You're talking about maybe trying to imitate guards. The cameras are definitely a problem that the USB could take care of. Could you all get into the technical room?
Well, we could go in through the roof. I mean, grappling hook's not going to be as useful once we're actually in the building. And I did grab it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to find like a relatively, camera-free,
Right.
pedestrian-free zone.
I would also just like to remind you that each bear does have a special skill as well.
Mhm.
So for the grizzly bears, you have the
Climb.
terrify skill, which helps you like if you're trying to like
My
scare
skill is
people.
climb, so I could literally just climb the building to the
You
top.
do have advantage when climbing. And then for the polar bear, you are good at swimming.
Yeah. I noticed.
We did originally have a honey badger, which I was kind of excited for, but
I'm gonna chug a honey and then do the grappling hook.
okay. So roll criminal then.
I'm living right on the edge. All right, rolling criminal. That's a 3 and not a 4.
Okay. So you managed to successfully launch the grappling hook and get it launched up there and climb up to the top. So you'll move a point from Baron to criminal.
I'm also going to use my natural adeptness at climbing to scale the sleek marble building.
So for that, you will roll bear with advantage.
Alright. That's a 4 and a 5, so nope.
So you start to try and climb up the building, but you quickly notice, while you are very good at climbing trees, brick does not have the same kind of purchase for your claws as bark does. So all you really kind of manage to do is kind of blunt your claws a little bit.
Oh.
So we have Vivi up top. Now the
Leaving the rope down.
The grappling hook is fully extended, so if she wanted to, she could kick the rope back over and let everyone climb up.
So, seeing as I failed that throw, does that mean I put a point into criminal, or
move a point from
because it
criminal
was...
into bear? Because the plan did not go as you
Okay.
wanted, and it gets you frustrated.
Alright.
So for everyone who wants to climb up now, they can. Just roll me bear for climbing.
Okie dokie.
Rye, you would roll with advantage because black bears climb.
Oh, thank God.
Alright. This time I was a bit more successful, thankfully, with a 5 into 3.
Okay.
Did you say meets it, makes it?
Meets it, makes it.
Okay. I'd gotten a 3.
Okay. So you all managed to successfully climb the rope and join your friend up on top of the roof. Everyone
Back to even.
Do what?
I said I'm back to even. I
Okay,
imagine that's where
great.
you're going.
Yes.
As am I, yes.
Everyone gets to move a point from Baron to criminal for a successful plan. And you all are standing on top of the roof of the bank now. We'll say you all managed to kind of find like an area where it looks like the cameras probably didn't reach.
They didn't expect people to be on top of the building too much, did they?
And there's also a kind of like a corner where there was no purchase or anything like that, so they weren't really expecting them to be able to get away with anything there. But so it was kind of lapse in the camera coverage. So I got like fruit flies trying to get my yogurt. So you all are on top of the roof now. There is a main skylight looking down into the bank. All the lights are dark since it is closed for the night. And there is a doorway leading down to access into the main building.
Is the door unlocked?
With enough finesse, it can be.
So you try it and it is locked.
I just gesture towards our.
Just Bear shuffles over there. I'm at 1 and 5 again, so I'm gonna chug another honey before I do it.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that's both of your honeys gone. 6 total left for the party.
I'm gonna be like, I might need extra honey here.
I'll pass.
That's why I brought the honey finder.
I'm going to crack my bear knuckles, aim for just the right spot, and roll a 5, which is a failure.
Wouldn't this count as the sneakiness?
Oh, I do. Well, I am
This would be a
breaking a
criminal.
lock.
This would be a
Yeah.
criminal roll.
Well, is it thief? Like breaking the lock, getting the lock.
I'll call it thief, sure.
All right. Well, that's a 6, so hey.
Okay.
So you still break your knuckles.
Well, so
I'm at
oddly
3-3
enough, the door
again.
does open.
Oh.
But not probably how you were expecting it to. So Livy does rear back, puts all of her bare weight into it, and slams into the door. This door was not designed to hold up to the weight of a fully grown grizzly bear, however. So the door immediately goes flying in, breaks off its hinges with a very loud crash.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna like lean into it, look back, just finesse.
Bear thumbs up.
So Vivian will move a point from criminal into bear.
I am even yet again.
And you all hear shouting from down below. What was that? What's going on? Someone get up to the roof.
How many times can you use the forager?
The forager's just kind of constantly going.
Okay.
So it's pinging right now for all the honey that you all have on you. There's a large concentration of honey that you can only assume is the vault. And it's showing some scattered sources of honey throughout the building.
Mm.
All right. So, if we ever need more honey, I can tell us a general idea of where it's gonna be.
Yep. So you all have, presumably, guards on the way up to check out what the commotion was.
We need to get
What
down
y'all
into
doing?
the control room, right? That's where the cameras are.
That's where the cameras are, yes.
How capable are bears at riding with their claws?
You can certainly attempt it.
I'm gonna take my claw and on the door, write, attempt to write, I am a spooky ghost.
Okay. So roll criminal. But I'm gonna say I don't think this system technically has disadvantage, but I really want to say with disadvantage.
That's totally deception, which is a thief skill.
So we'll just say it's a regular thief roll.
Well, if it's just a regular roll, I rolled a 3, which was a success. If it was a disadvantage roll, I rolled a 3, which was a success.
So somehow you have enough of an understanding of the human language to where you can scratch out a very messy. It's almost illegible, but it kind of makes it out.
So it's like a barista board at Halloween at like a Starbucks.
It's like a doctor's note, basically.
Like something like this. Not mirrored because
Awesome.
I'm looking at it right now. It's kind of legible. It's there. But they have to kind of squint and turn their heads at it. So you have left that note successfully on the door. The guards are still coming. And you all have not entered the building yet.
I
And
mean,
it sounds like they're getting closer and closer.
I guess we should probably get into the building, because then we can at least attempt the, like, hey, we're other guards plan. We're already up here. We investigated it. It's fine.
I threw them off our scent. Let's go.
It's a
If
ghost.
we wait up here, the guards will come check, and then we'll have guard costumes that we can use.
Ooh, I like that plan. I like the plan of stealing the guard costumes.
It's like lean on all sides of the door.
Okay, so you all are going to try and hide behind the door, or behind the
We
entranceway
just
into the
have to
building
be
now?
outside of the vision, like as they're coming up the stairs to get to the roof. And as soon as they step out, it's just bare
Just
paw
bonk.
on either shoulder. Yep, and
Alright. I love this cartoonish idea.
You need your shirt, your shoes, and your jacket.
Yeah, just
So-
be terrifying. Like, use the Grizzlies terrifying and just stand there and just, like, point at their clothing.
Ooh, there you go. What size your shoes?
Ugh.
So,
And then knock them out so they can't say anything.
so you all hide on either side of the door, and the guards come running up. I need you to roll bear, since you're attempting to, like, maul at something.
Do-
to
Do
get
they
these
see
guards.
the message, though?
They do see the message, like, hey man, is this thing actually haunted? Listen. For the last time, we were hazing you during your onboarding process. There are no ghosts.
Do we still have the tablecloth?
That
Can
got
we?
left behind, but I really want you to, so sure you have it.
That's all up to our polar bear. Just a polar
Yep,
bear.
it's
You still have
actually
it?
what I've been using as like a belt, and so I just untie it.
Oh, jeez.
This has become perfectly unhinged, and I love it. Okay. So,
boy.
Puff, are you attempting to go out there and pretend to be a ghost now?
Oh no, this is Vivi's plan. She can have this. Be the most intimidating lumberjack ghost.
Oh yeah. So they're just gonna throw that up there. Just
That's your specialty, right? Your bear specialty.
It's terrifying.
I'm terrifying. Yeah.
Terrifying.
I'm gonna lean into the terrifying.
Okay, so you go. You throw the tablecloth over very quickly and run out and roar at these guards. Roll me bear with advantage.
Bear with advantage. It's a good thing I had advantage because I rolled double sixes.
So they see you scream, and instead of running in abject terror, they both immediately pull out their tasers and
Die.
fire at you.
Well, now that they're distracted tasing,
Just
we
bonk.
can knock them out.
Vivi, you move a point from criminal into bear as you fall to the ground convulsing.
Just the cloth like half comes off.
Well, you know what? No, Paul, that's a good point. Yeah, it's voltage intended for a human on a grizzly bear. So it hurts, but it doesn't like incapacitate you necessarily.
Crack my neck.
So Vivi's being tased currently by two guards.
Put your
And then I
hands on
think-
them. Complete the circuit.
I think that the polar bear and the other grizzly bear are gonna knock the guards out.
Okay, roll me bear. Roll me bear.
Two.
2.
That's a fail. I guess I'm more criminal now. Yeah, 5.
Okay. So,
They're
Christina
very short people.
Christina successfully manages to knock out her guard. Puffs, you can take a swipe, and he kind of turns around and sees you. He's like, "Oh God!" and ducks out of the way. So Puffs, you'll move a point from criminal into bear.
I
And
just failed bear, didn't I?
Yes, but when the plan doesn't go the way it's supposed to go,
Oh,
you get frustrated and go to
more
bear.
frustrated. Gotcha. I'll figure it out by the time we're done.
That's why everyone is in their first time playing Honey Heist. And then actually you move a point from bear into criminal for successful plan.
Oh, gotcha. Ooh, okay.
So there's still one guard, and Vivi is still has a single active taser on her now. And Vivi, what are you two doing?
I'm definitely gonna try and like sweep that off of me and just tackle the guy.
Okay, roll me bear for that.
Bear time. It's a 4. I miss.
Yeah, you're too distracted by the pain. Move a point from criminal into bear. Alright, what do you want to do?
Can I do her first?
Wait, did I say bear into criminal? Criminal
You
into
said
bear.
criminal to bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, criminal to bear, yeah.
I mean, I may be the smallest bear here, but I can still take a crack at it.
Okay, roll me bear.
That's a 2.
Okay, so you successfully managed to knock this guard out. The guard's so busy freaking out about the grizzly bears and the polar bear, he never notices the black bear, who just kind of blends in with the night background. Walks up and just kind of chops him right in the back of the neck.
Whispers into his ear, I am the knight.
Where is she? Crack. So you have two guards laying there. Uniforms are looking pretty roughed up and human-sized. But they do have nice hats.
We already have
badges?
nice hats, though.
They do have badges, yes.
Alright, so
I mean, I am a roughly human-sized bear, so I could probably wear one of the uniforms.
Or at least the shirt.
I'll tell you what. Roll me criminal to see if you can get the shirt on without completely tearing it to shreds.
You gotta Squidward it.
And that's a 4.
Is that a success or a fail?
I'm currently at 4 for criminals. I guess that's a
That's
success.
a success, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Meets it, beats it. So, yeah, you managed to successfully get the shirt on. It's very tight. Looks like the buttons are about to pop at any second. What do you have on a guard shirt now?
Grizzlies are
move
the
this away
next
from-
smallest, right?
Grizzlies are the next smallest, but they're still like 9 feet tall.
I'm definitely taking one of those
I
guard
apologize.
hats, and I'm putting the guard hat on my fez.
Okay. So we have a
Now,
bear-
even though I'm wearing a guard uniform, I'm going to attempt to, as neatly as possible, to avoid getting as much honey on my shirt. I'm going to eat one of my jars of honey.
Okay.
Otherwise, next time I roll criminal, I'm going to be lost.
Okay.
I'm,
So
I'm
you
also
can do a
going to
point
do
for-
that too, because
Okay.
same thing.
So both of you have one jar left, and you both move a point from criminal into bear.
On the opposite end, I would like to have a flashback.
Ooh.
If
All
that's
right.
okay.
Describe your flashback. What are you planning?
Sure. It was a while ago. I knew that this kind of thing might come up, and I definitely needed to practice with all kinds of thieving gear. So I had learned the different types of human defenses. Things like doors, locks, tasers, that kind of thing. And I would like to take the 2 tasers and hook them up to my grappling gun.
So I'll let you move a point from bear and a criminal for that.
Mhm.
But the thing about most tasers they are the tasers specifically that like the guards use that have like the firing prongs.
Mhm.
Those are single-use cartridges, so you can
True.
try and jury rig them, but it's just going to have like flailing tendrils. It's not going to do anything.
Well, it's
You're
like a
just gonna
metal.
go,
It's a metal cable for the grappling hook, right?
Yeah, but
If I just braided the taser.
the charge is spent on them.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Okay. Dang. Still, even out my stats, so that's good enough for now. And I have 2 tasers dangling from the grappling hook like bracelet
Okay.
charms.
Do the guards have anything else useful on them?
So you pat down the guards, roll me criminal.
That meets it.
Okay. I'm not going to make you move a point for this. I was just trying to make sure that you all actually have the ability to actually search guards without like completely tearing them up. You do find on both guards little slips of paper. Looks like they are part of something larger. There is the number 1 and the number 2.
Might be part of the password we need to find.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Does
We should
the
probably
paper
do-
look like torn, or is it just like plain pieces of paper?
They do look torn, yes.
Does it look like they're torn in a specific orientation, like a puzzle?
No.
Okay.
They are not originally from the same sheet.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
They're
okay.
not original same sheet. It looks like everyone wrote down their respective number and then tore it out of a notebook.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Can I take both of their belts and put them together to make a bigger belt and wear that, and then put the their badge as kind of like a codpiece?
Oh my god.
Everyone else got the hats.
Yeah,
I wanted a piece of the uniform.
Roll criminal, I guess.
Wear the pants as shoulder pauldrons.
I met.
Sure, why not? You successfully have a belt with 2 guard badges hanging off like a codpiece.
Okay, so you have the belt. The other grizzly has one of the hats, right?
1 hat.
Yeah, and then Rai, you have like a uniform shirt. Did you also take the hat, or do I have the other hat?
I have 2 hats already. I don't need a third.
Okay, then I'll take the second hat. Yeah.
Yes, about to say, I think we piecemealed out the uniforms correctly.
Yeah, we're girds. We're girds.
Birds.
Okay. So you all are disguised.
Of
You all
course.
head back into the. You all head down to the bank now.
Following the finder, right? Wherever the finder is saying we're supposed to go.
So the honey finder is pinging constantly. It shows just where sources of honey are, not necessarily relative in like a 3D scale. Like it can't tell you, 2 floors down or anything like that. It just tells you kind of there's honey in the area. So
So
it's
like a
pinging,
hot or cold scale.
Yeah, it's pinging that there's honey directly on top of you because you all have honey on you. There is honey scattered throughout the building, and there is a very large concentration of honey somewhere towards, as far as you can tell, the back of the building.
Well, obviously, we need to go in the direction of that very big deposit of honey that's pinging on the radar.
Well,
We
we want to
also
go
should-
to the control room first, so that we can
Yes.
fix the cameras, and then we can go back that way.
Okay.
So
We
start
gotta
looking
find
for
control room.
signs as we go through on like a corner that says like security or control room or.
And I'm
I
gonna.
I thought we already established that our bears can't read.
Yeah. So you all walk down into the downstairs, and you emerge into a hallway. There are signs on the wall, but as bears, you know what?
They mean nothing to us.
I mean, Vivi
One
made
of
it
us should
somehow
just wrote
right.
English.
English. So, roll me
It's
criminal
a secret
to
tool
see
of
if
the
you can.
humans. It's a secret tool of the humans.
Roll me criminal to see if you actually can understand this.
Secret to everyone.
That would be a 1.
Okay. So you move a point from Baron to criminal. And yeah, you can totally read the signs pointing towards the security area.
Remember, kids, reading is for criminals.
That's right.
That's
the takeaway here.
to take from this. The only
You need
reason
another
to read
honey.
is to identify your targets.
So you see there's a sign pointing back towards the main security hub.
I'm going to point at the sign and then just point in the direction and lead everybody there.
Take your word for it.
Yep.
All right.
I'm
You
not
all-
a Brian, but I make do.
You're the most Brian one here. You've been doing the job well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, until it was time to actually take out guards. And then I just got tased.
Well, you gave up sneak attack. You ran right into it.
So you all make your way down. You see the door. You stop around the edge of a corner of a hallway. You peek around and you see the door leading into the security room. You see through the windows there is a guard sitting at the desk currently watching the cameras. You all have done a pretty good job so far of staying in the shadows and making sure you're not shown.
You have your last glass bottle from the honey.
I had tossed that over to you in the lab.
Sweet. Then
Did you think
I'm
to
gonna
bring
get-
it?
what was that?
Did you think to bring it?
I'm gonna say that I have one of the 3 that were drank on the way.
That's fair.
Because I've been watching some human TV and I've seen this on TV many times and I've always wanted to try it. So I'm gonna take the glass bottle and try and break it over the guy's head to knock him out.
I was expecting
So-
more to talk, but this works.
I will say, the guard is in the room. There are windows separating you and the guard, and the door. So if you threw the jar at the window, you'd just be throwing it at a window. You'd be throwing it at the
Gotcha.
guard.
How about I try to convince him that I'm here to replace him, and then
Guard
then
shift.
you do that if that doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Xtina makes her way into the room and just
Points at my wristwatch.
roll criminal.
What are you doing here?
Yeah. roll me criminal, Xtina.
It's a living.
It's a living.
That's a 1.
Okay.
Hell yeah, it is.
So the guard kind of turns around and goes like, ah. And then here's he kind of grumble and he's just like, oh, you must be that, like, foreign exchange that we were told about. Yeah, I guess. Kind of takes a look at his watch. Oh, I guess it's time for my shift to be over. Yeah, I need coffee. So, here, have at it. Stands up from the computer and walks out the door.
Sweet.
Just hiding.
We're just like posted against the wall. Who walks by doesn't
Blaster.
notice.
Blaster
Looking
button.
like bear statues.
Yeah, Shadow looks over. Oh, when did we get those stuffed bears in? I don't remember that.
Oh,
Um,
there's 3
if
of us left. Yeah.
If only we
Okay.
had the bow tie.
Do I need to move a point from bear to criminal? Is that how that
Yes,
works?
move a point from Baron into criminal.
Okay.
For
And then
successful plan.
if I were to successfully find the spot the USB goes, that would also be a bear to criminal.
That would also
roll.
be fair to criminal, yes.
I'm gonna drink another vial, and so I'm not gonna move that point.
Okay, so you and Vivi are both out of honey.
That's fine.
I saved one.
Oh, you said one? Okay.
Did I?
I thought you'd use both of yours, but we'll say you have one, sure.
Okay. I guess I will also look for the spot this USB is supposed to go.
Okay.
As the hacker.
Roll me hacking then.
Okay.
So criminal with advantage.
I was gonna need one if I succeeded on the ghost thing, and that I did not succeed on the ghost
Oh,
thing.
that's fair.
I got a 2 and a 3, which are both under my criminal. So
Okay, so you successfully managed to find where the USB would be inserted at. So you, using your expert hacking skills, managed to get that in and running, and it just shows a loop.
Takes 3 tries to plug in the USB.
Yeah, it does take a couple. It does take a couple
You gotta flip it.
times because it's like it's a tiny little spot, and you got those big old bear paws. Yeah, you
I'm gonna-
sharpen it one time, and it's like completely wrong way. So you like flip it over and put it back in. But yeah, you got it.
I'm gonna take off one of my plastic-filled bears full of honey and hand it over to Christina.
oh. Yeah, I'm looking a little bit too hackery right now.
Got that glint in your eyes. Like I'm in.
I'm very good at acquiring bear points, not so great at acquiring criminal points, so I'm glad I could help.
Thank you.
Enhance.
Okay,
Typing
so
on
you
the
all let
keyboard.
So you all are just letting the other guard walk away.
A baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh, kitty.
Yep.
So the cameras are successfully disabled. If anyone would like to take a look around and see if they can't find the controls for the laser grid that they had heard about, they can. It would be a criminal roll.
Yeah.
Let's sniff it out.
I'm definitely gonna look for that. As the thief, that is something I would be identifying, I think.
They're going to ballet
I
dance
wouldn't
through
really
the
call
layers.
that a thief roll. I will give you, since we've established the fact that you can read,
Yeah, that's fair.
I will let you have an additional die on that.
Wouldn't that technically be probably more of a hacker thing?
I would
I'm
honestly,
thinking it's like a button, though.
it'd be like a brains thing to recognize.
Oh.
Hey, this is where.
Oh,
Sure.
I game for that then, if you guys don't.
I just assumed big red button, but like whatever is working. If someone else wants to roll,
I tried to, and then my dice ran away. Let's try this again. All right. Yep. So I'm going to put my 5th point in bear then.
Okay.
I got a 6 and a 5.
So Puffs kind of wanders in. Don't worry, guys. I got this. It's fine. Looks around. Hey,
Kind of lean
Where'd it
against
go?
one of the machines. Can't find
read.
anything else.
anyone else would like to attempt, they can.
I can read.
Or you all can just move on towards the vault.
I gotta try the laser grid. That's a 4. That ties with my criminal.
Okay. So in that case,
Back on the edge.
yes, and you move a point from bear and a criminal, and you have managed to successfully get that done.
Who still has jars of honey at this point? Because we may need to start looking for those other markers on the map for extra pots of honey.
Please, somebody take my honey away from me. I'm at 5 in bear. I don't need the honey.
Yeah, before they just completely succumb to the temptation of honey, just chug the entire thing.
I mean, yeah, are there any pings on the device that Rise Bear has?
So there
Nearby.
actually is ping coming from the room. There's a little. You look around and there is a little mini fridge in the guard room.
So, Do we have to roll criminal in order to get the fridge open, or is it just one of those that you like?
I would call this
tussle?
full on bear. Have you ever seen a bear toss a house trying to find food?
Really?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It's fucking terrifying.
Like those videos of like the black bears in like Gatlinburg, Tennessee, like breaking into people's cabins. Yeah.
Or just going through the car and just like
Oh,
being the car.
Tackles a trash can behind a chicken restaurant.
It is terrifying. It's
I
totally bear.
can rip the entire fridge apart if you guys want. I could use the criminal point for succeeding in this.
Okay, then. Even though I'm the black bear here, my bear points are pretty low, so I don't think I would be very successful at that.
Oh, it's almost impossible for me to fail. It'd be hilarious if I did, though, after saying that.
Yeah, you roll 6 and you just go full
Yep.
feral.
All right, well,
Yeah, you just...
let's try and smash the fridge. Wow.
Is it a 6?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no!
oh no!
I'm gonna smash the fridge and just take it with me.
oh no!
I should have probably flashed back before I did it. That is a smart point.
Oh, no!
I mean,
That's how the dice roll.
Flashback as a reaction.
you are so close to the vault.
Somebody just rip the flamethrower off me as I crawl away. You guys got this. I believe in you.
I don't want to just like take a character out of commission.
Oh, no.
I'll be a distraction. I'm a real feral bear in the bank. You guys got this. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll be the one to wander through the laser field while you guys are searching for the buttons. Who knows?
Real bear noises. Roar!
So, you see Puffs smack at the fridge. It doesn't open, and you just kind of see all sense of like cognition and everything drain out of their eyes. Their pupils dilate and they go black. And he falls forward onto all fours.
The scene from Brother Bear.
Basically.
Oh,
Oh.
That was actually really sad.
Yeah.
that's really sad.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, you all try and communicate with Puffs, and it's just nothing there. Yeah, the scene from Brave, too, yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh, the mother.
Yeah, when the mom just goes full feral, yeah.
Of course,
I
we're
love that
both
movie.
bears, so.
Did we steal that flamethrower though before?
Yeah. I'm not going to
Yeah.
stop you.
You all can remove the flamethrower off of Puffs as they wander out the door.
But I'm keeping the belt.
I want to try
Still
for
wearing
the
the belt.
honey, but I think that's a bad idea.
I already gave away all of my honey.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh. As Puffs wanders the corridors, you hear, "Oh my god, there's a bear!" And there's an alarm that's been triggered.
We need
Did
to
we
rush
want
to
to
the
try to
vault.
find this button, or did we want to just kind of book it to the item?
Yeah,
I
so
rolled
you
for it
all,
and succeeded to find the button.
yeah, no,
Oh.
the laser grid successfully turned off.
Okay.
So, in that case, we ought to just fucking use feral bear over there as our distraction.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just go.
And as we do, I'm going to chug a honey to bring myself back to not 5 on criminal.
Oh.
That's my last honey.
KO.
This is getting dicey.
Oh,
Very, very
I'm
dicey.
sorry, Puff.
Oh, don't be. It's been fun, and I still get to hear how the story ends.
So, the three of you finish to run down, and you stop just around the corner. There's still a guard outside of the vault, looking very nervous, holding his taser at the ready. And at that moment, you see a large female polar bear come up to the side and crack the guard across the neck.
Oh, it's
And the guard
it's
crumples
the
like,
one.
and the guard crumples like a sack of wet paper, or whatever the expression is. I don't know, wet sand, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't do idioms.
Wet tissue paper?
Sure. They go down.
And she's like right in front of the vault entrance.
Yes. And she turns back to look at you, and just kind of like smirks.
Torture.
They told me you all would be here. Too bad it's too late.
What
And
have you
she-
done with the honey?
Oh, the honey's basically mine. You all have done all the hard work for me. Vinny's going to be very pleased.
Very pleased.
You know, we don't make those kind of puns for very obvious reasons.
Mm.
I'm
You
slowly,
gathered that this is the Mafia member that was sent to infiltrate.
I'm slowly flipping my wrist over to aim the grappling hook subtly.
Did you ever take the time to retract the grappling hook?
Dang, I didn't mention that actually.
I can slowly grab the flamethrower.
So the grappling hook's cord has just been trailing behind. The whole
Yeah, you've
time.
just been trailing this giant like rope behind you.
Well, you know the way out.
Leaving a rope trail is everywhere we go.
Every now and then it's got caught on something. You're like, oh hey, I should probably retract that, and then just tug it and then keep walking.
What if you use it like a lasso? Then we use the flamethrower.
You're talking about
That's
straight up
right.
murdering this bear. Okay. Yeah, I mean, y'all can do whatever you want. She's standing there in front of. She's standing between you and the vault. What are y'all doing?
If you guys are okay with me using the flamethrower, then I'll just be like, "Oh, is it really yours?" and use the flamethrower. But
Well,
if you don't want to go the murder route,
we could threaten her with the flamethrower.
We can start with that, yes.
So I guess I will try to then terrify with the action of having a flamethrower against the polar bear. It's like, is it
Okay.
really yours?
Go ahead and roll me bear with advantage because you're trying to terrify her.
Okay.
Make it to roll opposing bear to make sure.
No. My bear is at 2, and I got a 5 and a 6.
Okay. So she just kind of like smirks at you. That's really cute. Move a point from criminal into bear.
Okay, well, at least I'm even.
She's like, you all can go away now. Animal control is already on their way. Would hate to see you all get caught up in that. Sent off to zoos, or maybe even
Oh.
put down for being violent, crazy bears.
Well, you know, if you're a bear being chased by animal control, you don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be the one that doesn't get caught. I'm a sprint for the vault door.
Are you gonna try to like tackle her, or what are you doing?
No, I'm just trying to just sidestep her and then go for the vault.
Okay, the vault is key coded.
We only have 2 of the numbers. We have 1 and 2.
We also have bear.
I want to look at the
claws that we
guard.
could try
I want to
to-
look at the guard that's right in front of it and see if he's got the other pieces of the code.
Okay. Roll me bear. See if like you can kind of take a look and see if it's poking out or not.
That's a failure.
Okay, so you see a slip of paper. But you can't make out what's on it,
Okay.
and you'll move a point from criminal into bear.
Yep. The analogy doesn't work as good when you're, got to trip your friend in front of a bear, but trip
Yeah.
your bear in front of a
When's bear being chased by people? Yeah.
animal control.
I think in the action of Vivi's bear running to do that, I will also just try to grapple her.
Okay.
Just like out of frustration of being called fun, like, oh, that's cute. Like, don't call me cute. I'm just fluffy.
Roll me bear.
No, it's a 5. It's a fail.
These are just not going your all's way.
And no, it's going
all
so
falling apart at
good.
the end here.
Well, it's all going to. I suppose, seeing as everybody else is failing, I might as well take my turn and try to attempt to do this as well, even though I am a tiny little black bear wearing a police shirt. So, I guess it's my turn to try to grapple the bear that's guarding the way.
All right. Roll me bear.
A big bear
This
in a
is
little coat.
not going to work, but. Oh, I got a 1.
Okay. So even though this bear has like 3 feet on you, you managed to kind of tackle her down. She had sidestepped maybe Xtina originally, but was not expecting the little black bear to come running in and just kind of like take out her knees.
Full on like luchador slam.
So she falls down to the ground, is being restrained by you currently, working to fight it off. Xtina and Vivi, you two both have an action to try and take before she gets a chance to break free.
I'm definitely going to grab that slip of paper.
Okay, so you see that it has the number 4 on it.
Do I know how many numbers are in the code? Does it look like they like fit together to be one?
So no, it didn't look like they fit together. But looking at the little display screen on the keypad, it looks like it's about a 4-digit code.
And we only have 3 digits, so.
Ooh.
Brute force it!
Well, actually,
1,
since
2,
I
and
have
4.
the 3 before it, or I have 3 of the code, does it look like using like possibly hacker skills, any particular orientation of those numbers is pressed more than the others?
So I will let you, if you want to attempt to do it, there are 3 attempts to be made before it sets off the alarm.
Mm-hmm.
I will let you roll with advantage on an attempt.
Okay. Is this criminal?
This would be criminal because you're trying to hack into it. Yeah.
Okay.
I know what I want the code to be.
Right.
I know.
And the opposite would also be
1.
okay.
Okay. So, Ryan has the polar bear pinned, and you have Vivi sitting there like, oh, come on, like, what's the code? What's the code? What's the code? What's the code? And your analytical hacker mind is just sitting there staring.
The numbers.
No, it can't be that easy. And with your big bear claws, you punch in 1, 2, 3, 4. And the light goes green.
So simple.
The light goes green and the vault door opens.
Oh my god.
Gonna beeline for the
So that was both of your actions, and now the female polar bear has a chance to try and break out. She rolled a 1 on her bear, so she manages to break free of Rye.
Just flip the tiny bear off
Yes.
like nothing.
Just kind of throws you off. And starts to roars like, my honey! And goes trying to run into the vault. Rye, you have a opportunity to do something.
Let's see. So the other two are in the vault, or
Yes, the vault door is open.
who's in the vault right now?
Uh,
So the polar bear and the other two are in the vault.
Yeah.
And I've just been thrown off because I've just been thrown off.
You've been thrown off, so you're standing there outside the vault.
How evil would it be to just lock the vault?
We're in it.
I mean, I have 5 points in criminal right now. I could just go double agent on you guys.
So, you could attempt to do that, but the main objective and like everything is worth anything is inside that vault. So you'd be locking it in with the stuff that you want.
Okay. Could you say that again? I didn't catch that.
So the entire point of this was that synthetic honey formula, because it could completely change the game and let you manufacture all like the fake honey that you want and flood the market, making you basically a drug lord. So that's what you all are trying to avoid happening. If you were to go full criminal, that's what you want to happen. You want that synthetic formula. So everything everything is inside the vault that you would want. So you could lock them back in the vault, but you'd be locking basically your opponents in there with what you're trying to get.
But I mean, at the same time, if I lock everybody in the vault, and there's already animal control on their way here because of the feral bear upstairs, so
True.
I could just sneak away to somewhere else and make sure that everybody else gets rounded up by animal control.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Of course, that's just a theory, but
Okay.
honestly, I'm not really sure what I want to do.
You have an action to do whatever you want.
Do I want what are the odds of me being able to catch up and try to pin the polar bear back down again?
I mean, you can absolutely try it. It'd be a bear roll.
You know what? Seeing as my criminal is at 5 right now, the odds of me succeeding are very slim.
But if you fail, you also step away from criminal.
Mhm.
That is true. So,
Mission failed successfully.
I mean, either I fail or I mean, either I tackle her, not, and then well, let's roll it.
All right, so you're gonna try and tackle the polar bear, the Poffia member.
Again, yeah. Yes.
All right. Is that a success or is that a failure?
That is a fail.
Okay. So you go after her, and this time she's kind of expecting it, and she kind of shoves her paw back and keeps you back. You'll move a point from criminal into bear.
Alright,
And
now
now,
that puts me to bear.
And now Vivian and Christina have an opportunity to try and do something.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Christina. This shouldn't exist. This recipe shouldn't be anywhere. We only have one choice, and you've got the tool we need to get rid of it for good. And I'm gonna tackle the polar bear lady, giving Christina the opportunity to do what must be done.
Okay. Roll bear.
I love it.
That's a 2 out of 3.
Okay. So that succeeds. You managed to successfully tackle her and pin her to the ground.
I'm just like, go!
Christina?
She was too busy trying to deal with me to look back and see the much larger bear coming at her instead.
So, if I did flamethrower the recipe, it would probably be a criminal roll, right?
That would be a criminal roll, yes.
If I fail the criminal roll, that's a bear addition.
That's a point to bear, yes.
I have to get it under a 2 or under to get a success on burning this recipe.
What if you eat the recipe? Is that bear?
Oh, can I eat the recipe? I like that idea.
Ooh.
You could absolutely eat it. It's honey. You move a point to bear.
I do that. It's safe in my stomach.
So rather than let anyone else get to it, you completely eat this sample of synthetic honey. You get to move a point from criminal into bear.
From criminal to bear. So I'm mostly bear.
You can
One
tell
of us.
It's wrong. It does not taste right at all. There's something off.
Oh no, it's poison.
Ooh.
But the Poffia agent's like, no! And tries to struggle and get up. And then you hear just slow claps. As you all look to the front of the vault, and there stands Peter Panda, flanked by 4 more polar bears. I didn't think you had it in you. But here we are. He is wearing a suit that's actually tailored to a bear. So a very nice jacket, little tie, nice shirt. No pants.
Very dapper.
And he also has on his little fedora mob hat. Vinny's not going to be happy with this one. Looks over to his polar bear friends. I'm going to need you to take her in. And he has in his paws an actual factual human gun.
Oh.
Oh.
And if you don't comply,
Well, okay.
we're going to off you friends. So you can either come with us or you can watch them die, and then you come and watch.
Human gun versus bear.
Bear with flamethrower.
Bear with a flamethrower versus bear. Do either of you look more criminal than I do right now?
I'm looking a little shifty.
Okay, so
I'm
I think I'll kind of go for the motion, be like, okay, but you probably don't want me to have this if I'm gonna go with you, so I'm just gonna take it off first.
One of the polar comes up and relieves you of the weapon.
Before he can I try to toss it to Vivi?
Roll criminal.
Pray, guys. Pray for the dice gods.
The dice gods, RNGesus,
pray to RNG.
whatever deities we can get.
Oh my gosh, that's actually a what?
If it wasn't,
Okay.
you would have gone feral and probably would have attacked either way.
I know.
So
What?
you move a point from bear into criminal,
Oh
and
my god.
you successfully managed to toss the flamethrower last second. Like the bear guard's kind of reaching out for it, but it flies past him and lands in Vivi's hands.
I'm just gonna say hi to Vinny for us, and I'll just unload with the flamethrower. Is that criminal, right?
That's a criminal roll.
That's a 2 out of 4.
Okay. So you successfully managed to back everyone off. And we'll say you go ahead and you grab Xtina and Rye and drag them out. And you all manage to book your way out of the bank, past all the guards, and run back to the vehicle and make your way back to bear quarters.
And we Fred Flintstone our way back.
Yes.
Even though they have functional vehicles, and we're
Yes,
just
there are
Fred
functional vehicles
Flintstoning our
waiting
way there.
outside, but you all take the same vehicle you had.
We do what works.
So you're saying we could steal one of the actual functional vehicles then?
So you all made your way back already. You all decided to go the foot
Okay.
power route.
Just
And you made your way back to bear quarters. Bear Grylls thanks you all for not necessarily handling the situation how everyone was wanting to, but she got rid of it. They do want to analyze. They do kind of want to try and pump your stomach later, Xtina, and get the synthetic honey out to analyze it. But that can wait until after a ceremony for the fall of Agent Puffs and the inevitable debriefing about Peter Panda's betrayal. So, congratulations, you all have successfully pulled off your honey heist.
Yay!
And I got to
Did
end
not
it
go-
with a one-liner.
Did not go off without a hitch. Lost a few good bears along the way, but you all did it. So, thank you all so much for watching. That's all I had for Honey Heist. If you enjoyed what you see here and want to see more kind of stuff like this, absolutely follow Bargrot Cafe. And as always, please, if you're able to, consider making a donation for Ursa. This is all for them and for the family. And yeah, thank you all so much for joining in.
Yes, and turn back in about an hour for our next.
Yes, in the next hour here, there will be a continuation of Masks. So tune in for that. All right, thank you all so much.
Thank
Bye.
you guys.
Thanks
That
for
was-
running it.
Bye.
That was so amazing. Y'all, I loved it. as they said, we have masks coming up in about an hour. Probably the only non-bear themed game of these 2 days, because it's our regular campaign. But I don't know. Maybe Paul will surprise us. Maybe he has injected some bear shenanigans into our game.
Fingers crossed.
We, you know what? I want to do something. Everybody who's here, go ahead, tell the chat, where can people find you? What are y'all doing? Starting with Xtina.
Hey guys, I'm Xtina. You can find me anywhere across the internet at Greekachu, and currently I play Winterra Dark Knight over on the Agents of Damned podcast. She is a bear long-tooth shifter, hence the ears, and her favorite thing is knees. So in the chat, the knees joke was for her. So great job on that ride with grabbing those knees. But we release every other Friday, and we are currently in our Age of Despair arc. And if anyone's actually going to be at DragonCon this year, a few of us will be down there. And Drew, who plays Dr. Arlo Aegon, will actually be with me on one of the panels this year. So come say hi to us. We are going to be giving out stickers, and they actually were the reason that Mordo started barking. So we got some fun stickers. I'm excited.
Awesome. Rye, where can people find you?
My Twitter is at Auglad, which is AUGLAD, but unless you want to just have Wordle solutions on your dashboard all day, I wouldn't recommend following me. Other than that, I don't have a Twitch, so, well, I mean, I do, but I don't do anything with it, so there's no point really giving that away. So, either you just follow me for Wordle, or I just blend back into the background.
Perfectly fair. Still good to have you on. You are welcome back anytime. Vivi,
Okay,
what do you
then.
got going on?
Hi, how's it going? I'm Vivicakes. Twitter, it's at Vivicakes101. I am a huge D&D nerd, and I've been working on a homebrew setting for a really long time, and I'm hoping to, sometime in the next year or two, release a Vagabond's Guide to Marenia, which is my homebrew setting. So keep an eye on my Twitter, and I'll be releasing stuff, new subclasses, new actual classes, races, homebrew stuff, feats, all that kind of stuff, which hopefully I'll start putting out in the near future.
Cool. Puffs, what do you got going on?
Basically, I'm a freelance person that plays for whatever causes are good. If you want to find me, the only way you can do it pretty much is through the Bardrak Cafe Discord. So make sure you grab the link from, I believe, the Twitch description has it. If not, I'm sure Paul will be able to post it in the chat. I will also be playing along with Vivi tomorrow, and I believe she's playing again this evening.
No, not this evening. Tomorrow, though.
Oh, no, yeah, it's just you and me tomorrow. Sorry, misread the chat.
Yeah. I'm going to be in that game too.
Hey.
We're going to have fun. All right.
All for a good cause.
And last but not least, because I almost completely forgot, I'm so sorry, John.
Thank you all so much for joining in. I don't really do a whole lot of stuff right now. I have plans in the future. I stream kind of sporadically on Twitch. You can find me at Liquid Metal Magic, or Liquid Metal Magic. I apologize. I occasionally get on there. I play Magic Arena. I stream with a couple of people every now and again for Commander content, and occasionally I jump in and do stuff like this and play some D&D. So if you want to follow me on there, you can. Find me on Twitter at Sregor20, SREGOR20. And yeah, hopefully I'll be getting some stuff up for like a podcast and stuff soon too. So thanks for having me.
Awesome. Once again, thank you everybody. We are going to go to a Be Right Back screen for about the next hour. Please enjoy the amazing lo-fi tunes of Matt, also known as Dungeon Glitch. You can find all their stuff on Spotify and Apple Music and Google Music and probably Bandcamp and SoundCloud. He said literally anywhere you can find music. Bye, everybody.
Thanks,
Bust.
guys. Bye.
Bye.